shit. We're kind of behind. Oh my god, you're gonna miss my reaction. Oh no.
Which one's your
God
favorite?
damn it. Hold
Mine's
on.
Tracer. She's like Chesna, the cavalry's
Shit,
head.
shit, 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 shit.
You're one of those heroes, aren't you?
Go capture.
Before me, I see the future. Human.
We've already seen this, but
You know there's more out there, don't you?
Even the best journeys end. But a new one is right around the corner. I am your queen! Let's take him to the wasteland!
One punch is all I need.
Yeah, you can't get the only one problem
Nice work, team. Keep it moving.
I cannot wait to push. Draw.
Yippee-ki-yay! Boom, baby!
Check me out.
Yeah, okay. We got it. We got it for it. Oh, shit. Okay, I don't know what the bar is there, but
Get in there.
It takes a team to tango.
The bar, you can use the fire. Okay. Okay. I just like the quality for you is to be terrible. The quality is wrong in itself. I don't know. What is chat saying? Oh wait, that's not chat. Chat. Ed Accelerando.
Hello everyone, I am Zoe
Yay.
Schwind, and earlier this week the community was treated to some massive news regarding Overwatch
Yes,
2.
we did,
Of course, the
Dr.
biggest
Queen.
announcement by far was the news that Overwatch 2 will arrive on October the
Yeah,
4th
that's what-
as an always-on, always evolving live service game
Live service
that
game,
will be
that's
free
right.
to play for everyone. Now, if you're like me,
Except-
you're eager to learn more.
one.
And that is why I'm here today at the Blizzard campus to better understand the decisions behind the announcements, find out what they mean for the players, and, with some luck, uncover a few new game details for you at home. And be sure to stay
Yes.
tuned for the world
I'm so
premiere
excited.
of the new cinematic, The Wastelander, which was teased just a few days ago. So with that,
New cinematic.
let's get into
Dr.
it.
Dr. Queen. Epic shadow. Boom. I'm so desperate. Though I want to support you. They already teased it, but
Joining
you
me
know.
are Overwatch game director Aaron Keller and production director Paul Hale. First, how are you two doing?
Sorry.
I'm
Don't know
doing great,
how-
excited.
Yes, me too. So excited to be talking about
Let's
this.
go,
And I'm so
Daddy,
excited to have you both here. Now, there was a ton of news which dropped over the weekend, and the community has been buzzing. And I'm excited to be able to
Yes,
sit
of
down
course.
with you two now to
that a
unpack
new
all
app?
of
Those
this
are new
for
apps in the
everyone
background.
watching at home. Now, the biggest announcement had to be the news that Overwatch 2 is releasing on October 4th as a free-to-play live
No, this is-
service.
this is
That's
good.
incredible, and that must be
That's
very,
good.
very
Oh, no, that's
exciting
a lot, I
for
think.
you and your team.
What is it?
Yeah, Overwatch 2, it's been a labor of love for our team. We're all
Brazil?
dedicated to creating a
this is
game
new?
that our
Oh, no,
community
Brazil.
will enjoy
Yeah,
for
this map
years
was
to come.
missing in beta.
We also
already
want players
seen
to feel like there was
gameplay for it.
always something new for them to play or experience in the game. These goals really led us down the path of developing Overwatch 2 as an always-on living game. One that continues to evolve
Oh.
and expand through seasonal
Nine
content drops
seasonal
and
model,
keeps the
Royal
game
Content
as
Model,
fresh and
and
fun to
fewer
play
other season
long after it
cross
turns on.
progression. PvE
We're
cross
lucky to
progression
have
is
such
big.
a
I have a bunch
passionate
of skins
and
that I want.
creative set of players. And we know that they've been craving more ways to play the game they love so much. In recent years, we haven't done a good enough job at delivering that for our fans,
you
and
haven't.
we feel their frustration. We took a hard look at our strategy for Overwatch 2 to make sure that we could deliver new heroes, new
Oh.
maps, modes, and more to the community
That map we've
on a
seen
frequent
before, I
and
think.
consistent
Oh, is
basis.
it?
As an Overwatch fan, of
It
course,
looks like
that's
Nepal or
music
something,
to my
yeah.
ears.
We know that's the community's top priority, and we feel like we have the right approach to be able to deliver that for them well into the future.
How are you and the team planning to deliver on that promise?
Well, the very first step is getting the game into everyone's hands. And that's going to happen on October 4th when we transition Overwatch 1 and invite every PC and console player to drop in and experience Overwatch 2's reimagined PvP experience. And that's just the beginning. Our plan is to deliver a steady drumbeat of new content every 9 weeks through free seasonal updates, ensuring that there's always something new to play, chase, unlock in Overwatch 2.
Well, that all sounds amazing, and it's so much of it too. And now, I am sure everyone at home wants to hear more details.
Of course, I'd be happy to share a look at the road ahead. Our journey is going to begin on October 4th, when Overwatch 2 releases free to play. This includes 3 new heroes, 6 new maps, a brand new mode, and more. The new heroes include Sojourn,
Okay, so
Junker Queen, and a brand new support hero that we'll reveal in the months ahead.
You motherfuckers.
Our new maps will take players across the globe to iconic locations.
That fucks.
Our new PvP mode, called Push, will challenge teams in new and exciting ways. Players will also be able to unlock new cosmetic items through the in-game store and Battle Pass, as well as complete weekly challenges and experience the start of Competitive Play 2.0. And of course, everyone will also be able to access the revamped heroes, PvP maps, and fan-favorite game modes from the first Overwatch game. Our next season will arrive in early December, where we will introduce a new tank hero, along with a new map.
That's 2 new tanks.
We'll have more themed cosmetic items for players to earn and unlock, and an all-new Battle Pass, and also in the in-game store. And in 2023, we'll continue to release a new season every 9 weeks with either a new hero, new map, or new mode. Players will get the chance to earn more themed content, complete weekly challenges, access new battle passes, and more. There will always be something new to play. In 2023, we'll also begin releasing our new PvE experiences, which we're really excited about. We're really looking forward to being able to share more with the community as we get closer to releasing them.
I know we've seen more and more games shift towards that free-to-play model in recent years, and it really does seem like players have taken a liking to it, especially shooter fans. Did that have an impact on deciding to make Overwatch 2 go free-to-play?
Honestly, not really. For us, free-to-play games offer a lot of advantages. From the very start, Overwatch was designed to be a social experience. We have heroes of different roles, and they all rely on each other in order to accomplish their objectives in the game, so it requires a lot of teamwork. We also see that outside of our game, within our community, with fan art, cosplay, and the Overwatch League. We know our fans are having the most fun when they're playing with their friends or meeting new ones, and the move to free-to-play makes it easy for everyone to just drop in, play the game, join the community, whether they own Overwatch 1 or not. And with Overwatch 2 crossplay enabled, people can play together no matter what platform they prefer to play on. It's always been a game that stood for inclusivity and community. When they see the roster of heroes, we want them to feel like there's someone there that they can feel connected to, because the Overwatch universe is and always will be a place for everyone. And we feel like we have an incredible opportunity with Overwatch 2 to really embrace it.
I can't wait for October when this incredible journey will begin for all of us. Now that we have a better understanding of what's to come, I'd love to dive a little deeper, starting with Overwatch 2's new approach to PvP. Can you maybe elaborate and explain a little more?
Sure. PvP has always been at the heart of the Overwatch experience, and we've made some tweaks to it over the years, but Overwatch 2 really gave us the opportunity to put the mode under a microscope. And we really wanted players to feel that they had more impact in a match. And we've made significant, fundamental changes that we just couldn't do in the current live game. This was a foundational shift that changed everything: heroes, maps, and more. So we had to reevaluate every aspect of PvP to ensure we got it right. We've been encouraged by player feedback from the first beta, and we will continue to make updates and improvements in the game.
Well, earlier today, I had a chance to sit down with a few additional members of the Overwatch team and hear more about all the work they're doing to redefine PvP in Overwatch 2. So let's take a look.
One of the things that gets us up in the morning, happy to work on Overwatch, it's first and foremost a really special game. The way we portray a bright future, everyone on the team is really proud of it.
Something that we don't know about.
We're bringing an all-new PvP experience. We're transforming from a 6v6 to a 5v5.
changed a lot of how we design heroes and actually how we balance them as well. We had to go back and look at all the heroes and all the tanks especially and make sure that everyone fits and works really well in this new paradigm. This newfound importance on each individual player to feel like they can really make an impact on the game.
We're trying to obviously maintain the original character's identity and overall silhouette, colors, statements, but also kind of bring something a little bit new.
Okay, the reskins, which
we can make balance adjustments really quick. As fast as our design team sees that there's an issue.
Jeff Goodman and the rest of the hero design team have been loving all the feedback coming in. They have tons of awesome ideas about how to change or adjust balance.
So heroes like Orisa got a major rework. We're looking at how many barriers are in place. You think about Overwatch, you think of these really protective shields. But we're looking at it from the perspective of, you know, what if she didn't have that? What would that even look like? We're just always looking for great opportunities to change for the better.
I'm really excited about how we've refreshed all the maps.
I think we've done a lot of great changes, especially for PvP.
A lot of our old stuff just looks gorgeous now. We've done a lot with the art and with lighting and shadows and just made stuff pop a little bit more. We also added some options with like daytime, nighttime.
I think all of the Overwatch 2 maps are custom recorded in the actual place. We've hired a field recordist to actually go capture ambience of the real world location. We realize it's a subtle detail, but those are the things that really make these maps come to life.
We have done a pass playing all the old maps in 5v5 and adjusting things for that kind of setup, whether it's moving cover around just a little bit or tweaking a door.
In the beta, we're listening to feedback, so we're going to improve each map based on what the players have been saying.
We've been working on these for a little while now, and we're really excited about it.
We were really happy with the positive feedback once people were able to play it, and I think it was an important milestone for us to get it in players' hands.
What was that, man?
Competitive play is a different thing to a lot of different people. And we really didn't think we were providing enough tools and measures to actually help players out if they did want to improve. We're reworking our scoreboard to provide more information to players as they're playing through the match. But then once they finish the match, we're actually going to provide an after-action report. So you can look at the report while you're in queue. You could actually go into your history section and look. We want to work towards providing you with information that will help you improve your game.
We've been getting feedback from a lot of different areas, from our community team, like streamers, influencers. We've also been getting a lot of feedback from Overwatch League players.
We do want to actually provide a bit of feeling of progression. So one of the other changes we're making alongside that is not making your skill rating quite so granular. Right now, it's a very hard number. Instead of a numeric skill rating, we're adding these skill tiers within the larger ones. If you see someone at a really high skill tier, you know that that person is not just that good of an Overwatch player, but they've earned it.
I want that so bad.
One of the cool things about Overwatch 2 is it has this new push game mode and maps along with it. Push is a PvP game mode on several different new maps. We've been playing it in the beta, and we've actually been using it in Overwatch League as well.
And once we started playtesting it, it was kind of an instant hit.
There's a level, it has one path that goes all the way through it from one base to the other, and in the middle is TS1. And he's this lovable robot with a pair of barricades next to him. And the players are essentially fighting for control. And if they take control by taking out the other enemy team, TS1 will move a barricade towards the enemy base. To win, you either get that barricade all the way to the enemy base, or after a certain amount of time, did you move your barricade farther than the enemy team did? It's a very fair game mode. I think the maps are great. It provides for a lot of different locations where a lot of great fights can happen.
We've developed a lot of engine upgrades in the game, so this allows us to do faster iteration. This was a huge effort by our engine team to allow the art team to build faster, more detailed environments in a shorter amount of time. You will get to experience the game world. We wanted to feel much more immersive.
Yeah, the weapon skins.
Overwatch 2 is a dream for audio features. It's everything we've ever really wanted to do. We really go into every little bit of detail trying to find a way that every sound will cut through. When we started on Overwatch 1, we were really focused on the headphone mix. We thought for, you know, a PC-first kind of game, we realized that people listen to Overwatch in all types of different places. So now we support home theater, Dolby Atmos in the game. Now consoles offer all kinds of new things too, like 3D audio that we're supporting. There's new voice lines, new conversations between all of the favorite heroes, and we have so many. There'll be more that'll just come to the game over time. We've written 25,000 voice lines for Overwatch 2.
Going up.
So tons of new features, and the reality is that Overwatch scales even beyond that, all the way up to giant sports arenas for our Overwatch finals.
Everything you like about Overwatch, you're gonna get that in Overwatch 2, but even more.
You know, we're really listening to that feedback. A lot of it we felt like, man, we really think this is gonna be super fun. We just need people to be able to play it.
October 4th is really just the beginning.
I mean, just amazing work by the entire team, and I personally can't wait to finally get my hands on the full PvP experience when Overwatch 2 goes live this October. And October is just the start. As Paul mentioned earlier, Overwatch 2 will continue to evolve and grow over time. But what does that mean for us, the players? Well, I went behind the scenes to talk with the team working on new seasonal content and find out more. So let's take a closer look at what players can expect when Overwatch 2 expands post-launch.
Seasonal content.
We're really excited because people will just be able to just fully immerse yourself in the maps and the storylines and the heroes.
With the new seasonal model, we'll be able to drop a ton of content in very frequently as we're updating the game through these big seasonal drops. We're looking at releasing heroes every other season and then a map in between those. And on top of that, we're looking at dropping a ton of content involving skins and other great goodies for players to get their hands on for each seasonal drop.
We have so much that we want to do in Overwatch to develop this game because we think it's the next step for us. We think there is so much more we can bring.
I'm really happy moving to our new seasonal-based schedule, making this really huge commitment to regular updates. It's exciting at the same time because I know what this team can do.
We really want players to be able to anticipate when things are going to enter the game.
With all the new content and events coming in, it's even more important to just make sure that everybody knows what's coming.
And along with the free-to-play change, we're doing away with loot boxes entirely. We have a new Battle Pass model coming in, and we have store as well. So players will have a lot more control about how they interact with the game and how they acquire new content.
What?
We've been working on so many things over the past couple of years. I'm most excited for folks to see some of the new heroes that we've been kind of cooking up.
It's a bunch of different reasons why we choose to make a hero. We're trying to follow the narrative, pick the hero that makes sense, or do we need to create a hero that answers this meta, counters a certain strategy that's too strong in the game?
We've got 2 more supports and another tank in just the first couple of seasons, and we're still working on new characters for a year and a half down the line as well. There's characters that folks have already seen glimpses of in the story, and there's also characters that you've never seen before, never heard about.
We were looking at making sure that the new heroes fit within this new, very fast-paced paradigm and less shields and crowd control. You can see a lot of that reflected in team play moments, but with a much faster-paced vibe.
We want to push the sci-fi, the futuristic feeling of maps. There's a touch of sci-fi everywhere you look. So this is something that was a bit more subtle in Overwatch 1. We really want players to feel that the world takes place in not so distant future.
Coming up next is Rio.
Rio, new PvP map. Pretty sure everybody's gonna love that one as well.
It's a great map. It's close to the team. Many people on the team are from Brazil, so it was kind of fun to inject the culture, the colors, the vibe into this map. There's a map that takes place in Portugal. This map is pretty close to the team because our lead environment artist, he's from Portugal. People from the location should really get a sense that we've done a ton of research. And we were very inspired, and I think we captured it pretty beautifully in the game. It is a push map, one of the newest game modes, and we tried some pretty interesting layouts for this one, so we hope the players like it. We definitely want the game to feel like a globe-trotting adventure.
Let's go. Rewards.
There's new types of content from what you're used to in Overwatch 1. We have charms, we have banners.
The current Mythic skin that's in the works that I worked on actually is for Genji. He's got this kind of cyberpunk Japanese demonic theme. Mythic skins are meant to be this next tier of skins above Legendary. We want players to be able to go in there and pick and choose certain pieces meant to be this extra awesome Legendary skin that you can customize. We're concurrently developing quite a few Mythic skins. They're going to be released over the seasons.
All this amazing stuff, all of the amazing skins.
For Weapon Charms, really what we're looking for there is just for the players to be able to express themselves and dress their character up. One of our core tenets on Overwatch visually is to focus a lot on the first-person view. We want you to be able to see it and enjoy it while you're playing the game.
One thing that was really important to us was to make sure that players, if they earn anything in the game anywhere, that they're able to use it everywhere. So if you earn something on console or on PC or on Overwatch 1, you can always use it in anywhere in Overwatch 2 as well. And with each new season, there'll be a ton of new content and a new battle pass as well. These seasonal updates will allow us to be constantly infusing the game with new content, new heroes, new maps. So the game is going to feel fresh just all the time.
There's always going to be something for you to do or to work towards. There's never going to be a point where you're like, gosh, I don't have anything to do.
Being able to provide players with new heroes every so often, new maps.
It is going to be a growing and evolving game. There's so much for us to explore as we move forward.
Get ready. It's going to be really exciting, really fun. With both PvP and PvE, there's going to be really great content for you to immerse yourself in and continue to play over and over again with your friends.
We can't wait for October 4th. We're just excited to be back.
Yep. Well, you better give it big splash.
I mean, it's so great to see how much thought and care your team is pouring into really elevating the game through post-launch season. So, you mentioned that PvE is coming in 2023. Now, can you tell us how the development is going and why the team is committed to bringing these type of experiences into Overwatch?
We're all so invested in the world of Overwatch and the heroes that live in it. And through the years, we've developed cinematics, animated shorts, and graphic novels for our players who just want to get deeper into the lore.
Thank God.
With PvE, we have an opportunity to go a step further, to go deeper into diverse storytelling in ways that we really just haven't been able to before.
I'm not an expert.
So we are planning to expand the Overwatch universe through these seasons that we just described, and we will start delivering this PvE gameplay in 2023.
PvE will be delivered through the live service, and that means we'll be able to deliver and tell more Overwatch stories and create more opportunities to experience our heroes. Here's a sneak peek at what we're working on.
Let's go.
The team's goal for PvE in Overwatch 2 is to basically move the overall story of Overwatch forward. We've told a lot of short stories along the way. There are a lot of to be continues. It's time for us to answer those questions, close off some of those stories, ask new questions. So the new game will definitely move the overall canon of the lore of Overwatch forward.
Get those doors open! For the PvP live service, for certain seasons, you're also going to get some PvE maps. You'll be fighting Null Sector in at least some of the maps. They've come back and they're mad, so it's Overwatch's job to take them out. There's going to be content for you to immerse yourself in and continue to play over and over again.
A lot of the older guys from the original Overwatch team, they're coming back, but they need help with some of the younger generation like Brigitte and Lucio. So we're going to tell the story of how Overwatch basically gets back together. Another thing we want to do with the story is to showcase more of where the characters are from. For example, Torbjorn is from Gothenburg. Players will get a chance to see what Torbjorn's factory looks like.
You can play PvE with your friends and immerse yourself in the world and stay inside of it a little bit longer.
Wow, this is incredible. It's so great to get that first sneak peek, so thank you so much for sharing that. Before I let you run off, is there anything you would like to say to the community watching?
Yeah, we are so excited for today, and we're so excited for you all to be able to see everything that we want to show you. And we really cannot wait for October 4th when we're all playing this game together.
Neither can I. Now, we'll also take a deeper look at a brand new hero. That's right, Jungle Queen, who will be playable for the first time during the beta later this month already. Now, before we do that though, we thought we'd take a look at Jungle Queen's origin story to get to know the next great Overwatch character a little better. Paul, Aaron, we appreciate you spending some time with us today. Best of luck to you and of course your entire team as you gear up for that launch. Let's take a look.
That smile was awkward. I'm good. Thank God. God, Queen.
1, 2, 3, 4!
I don't about this, but cool. She's taking out Opnix.
Watch your back, she's a hurt machine. What the world's in 17. She let it down with kerosene. She went on a journey to break the curse of the 5 metal demons of the betting land. They thought they were bad, found out she was worse. She left them to rust beneath the stairs. This is the legend of the Junker Queen. Watch your back, she's a hurt machine. What the world's in 17. She let it down with kerosene.
Well, I know sacrifice and I know pain. Omnix Mutants Raiders, many I'd slay. Junkertown is my domain, and when I'm done, none of this will remain. There will be a reckoning!
Nice.
Wow, just wow. What an unbelievable new hero. And we will dive deeper into Junker Queen. But first, I wanted to introduce art director Dion Rogers and a few new faces to the show. We have narrative designer Miranda Moyer and cinematic director Ben Dye. Thank you guys so much for joining. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Happy to be here.
I'm really excited to share this. It takes an army to create a game.
I mean, the effort is clearly paying off. That short was just so much fun to watch. Now, it's been such an exciting week for everyone watching, but I'm sure for you three as well. Players have learned that the next beta is coming on June 28th. Can you tell me a little bit more about what we can expect to see in this beta?
The biggest thing is open to console players this time. We're gonna add a new map, Rio. Junker Queen will be playable finally. So this should be pretty fun.
I mean, I personally can't wait to get my hands on Junker Queen, and you're representing her right there with the cool shirt as well. What a great segue. So let's talk more about the newest Overwatch hero.
I think it's super exciting. I know everybody has been really anticipating this character for a long time. She's been super prominent in our lore ever since the Junkertown map came out, and I think people have really been looking forward to finally getting to experience everything that she has to offer.
What makes Junker Queen so unique, and why do you think the Overwatch players will love her?
So Junker Queen is interesting. Usually when we start a character, we do a bunch of drawings and we have a little story. But she was kind of born out of the Junkertown map. We started to create this map that was associated with Roadhog and Junkrats. This narrative started to appear where they've been kicked out of the city. And so we're like, who kicked them out? And we're like, well, maybe there's some sort of leader. So we had the kind of Junkertown decree that you can see in the level. And then over time, it kind of developed that it was a queen.
During the short, we're actually developing her personality. She's full of attitude. You know, that's what we love about her is she's really, really strong. So she's very recognizable. And obviously the lore behind her is very interesting. So some of that potentially can bounce off what the game design will be.
It's great to hear that it's just such a collaboration with the Overwatch team.
Yeah, this is the fun part about working together.
The Overwatch universe, it's filled with memorable heroes. And as you said yourself, Ben, it does take a village of dedicated developers to really bring each one of those to life, but in a meaningful way. So let's take a deeper look at the making of Junker Queen.
Okay.
When we started on Junker Queen, first we have to decide what kind of role she's going to take. So she's a tank. She's a really aggressive tank. You know, we didn't want her to be kind of a Reinhardt style, stay back and guard her team. She's got this very ferocious nature, and we wanted for that to be represented in her gameplay as well.
Personally, what I'm most excited about Junker Queen is just her big axe, you know, just to be able to swing that thing around is awesome.
It's always great to have some sort of anchor point to make sure we really incorporate this axe into her abilities. Her secondary we call Jagged Blade. If you do your quick melee attack, she will kind of swing with the blade instead of normal punch. It does a little bit of extra damage and creates a wound on the enemy. So she can throw the blade as her secondary fire, and it's really a great sort of skill shot to be able to land on an enemy, especially like a moving enemy if you can land it. And after you throw it, she'll recall it, and the force of recalling it, if it's stuck into somebody, will actually pull them forward. So she can actually kind of pull people to herself if you can manage to stick that blade into somebody. For Junker Queen's ultimate, we have an ability called Rampage. She creates this kind of whirlwind of magnetized metal, including her weapons, and it whirls around her, and then she dashes forward, and you try to go through as many enemies as possible and tag them all up. That also wounds everybody, which is really important because it's very easy to hit with this large area effect, so it heals you for a lot. But also, it creates a debuff on the enemies that reduces the healing that they receive to 0.
Our sound designer has done an incredible job with her. She's full of snarky fun to the way she plays. So all throughout her kit, there's little guitar sounds actually hidden. So if you listen to her axe, she pulls it out and there's a big screech on the guitar strings and she pulls it forward. We have a wonderful actor named Leah who we found after a huge global search trying to find the right voice for her.
Here I am.
It's really amazing when the right actor matches the character and the personality. You feel this sort of magic that comes out of it.
I think players are gonna love her. She's scary, she's awesome.
She's a departure from any other hero that we have here.
You know, this is just a straightforward badass character.
She's just been so much fun to work on, and I'm just so glad to get her in people's hands finally.
Yes.
The Queen of Junkertown has arrived. So how does the Junker Queen fit into the overall world of Overwatch?
I think Junker Queen's pretty interesting because there have been previous rulers of Junkertown. Junker Queen was not always the queen. And the old rulers of Junkertown have always been kind of content to just, lord over the city. But Junker Queen, she has a very big axe and big ideas to go along with it.
What did you aim to achieve when developing Junker Queen?
We want to tell deeper stories for our heroes, have heroes that are connected to the world of the game. Big thing for Overwatch 2 is to move the lore of Overwatch along, so these type of heroes help that.
What are her abilities, and how do those abilities actually make her successful in the role she's in?
What's pretty awesome about this hero, she was developed when 5v5 from the start. She was never a part of the 6v6 world of Overwatch. Knowing she's the only tank on the team, what abilities that will help bolster the team. She has this commanding shout. It boosts the speed and armor of the heroes around her. So especially you need to push through a choke.
Hybrid?
She does the shout, all the players hear it, they move forward. She has a bunch of weapons, I think she named one of her weapons, right?
Yeah, her knife that she throws and pulls back is named Gracie.
Yes, right. A lot of her abilities kind of drain on the heroes and gives her health back.
Her ultimate, basically, it shoots you forward and you do this whirlwind with her axe that it does like a big anti-nade on everybody around you. So she's very aggressive and people are gonna have a ton of fun playing it.
Are there any particular maps you feel that Junker Queen plays really well on?
Getting close is where she's pretty dangerous, so maps that have a nice flank routes allow her to get in closer to the enemy and then start to do what she does best, is reckoning.
So another big piece of news over the weekend that got the Overwatch community just buzzing with excitement was, of course, the tease of your new cinematic trailer, The Wastelander, which we're going to premiere here in just a few moments. But before we do, Ben, can you tell us a little bit more about it?
I remember in the very beginning of our story room jam sections, there's talk about what type of story we want to tell, right? Should we include Junkrat? Should we include Roadhog? But ultimately, I think we wanted to center focus on our main character. It's a character reveal. It's potentially a sort of a revenge origin story. Actually give a little bit more lore into Junkertown, how she become the queen, how was that society being governed, prior to she become the queen.
Well, you and the team, you guys pour so much love and time into these cinematics and into these heroes, and it really shines through. I want to thank all three of you for taking the time to sit down with me today and sharing all of this amazing information.
Yeah, thank you.
I know the fans at home are on the edges of their seats. So am I, waiting to see it. So let's take a look at the world premiere of the Overwatch 2's new cinematic, The Wastelander, featuring the latest hero, Junker Queen.
Let's go.
Take them out with the rest of the garbage. Let the Wasteland deal with them.
Mom? Dad? What's happening?
We fought in a war together, Mason. Don't.
Please, don't leave us out here alone.
Get out of my city.
She's giving me Jinx vibes, which, oh, that blue hair.
What? I'm not allowed to have a bad dream.
That is so cool.
No Wastelander has ever made it to the reckoning before.
Nah, but she looks more decisive. I I didn't know what the fighting shit.
But here I am. A free-for-all. With 0 rules. And the survivor gets the throne.
Welcome back, Junkertown.
King Howell has never lost. Not in 13 years of rule.
On the battlefield.
Unlucky number.
Not until today.
The reckoning begins in 5, 4, 3.
Did you really think this would be a fair fight? You don't survive the reckoning unless the winner grants you mercy. That's why I've got to win this whole thing.
I don't think we can. It's not looking good. Can you?
All right, let's get this started.
This is always stop that. That I like. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, that's
Scavengers like you ain't so bad.
Can you take it? Yeah, can you take it?
You know how to fight dirty. I want scabs like him on my side when I'm queen. Speaking of, come on, big boy. Off target, this one. G'day, Mary. What are you smiling about? If
She's better than anything. I like it, but I find it a little.
Be stronger. Like you'd be any better. At least I wouldn't shoot my friends in the back.
Wastelander scum! Why won't you just die?
Because we're stronger than you. You haven't had a real fight.
This looks amazing, huh?
In 13 years, we have done every bloody
I find it a little
day.
disconnected.
I'm the king.
That doesn't narrating everything. I wish he was committed to this.
Everyone
He doesn't look like he's struggling, which just shows how much power she has, but...
Not in this arena.
Nice, committed.
What the?
There we go.
This meathead has a bigger magnet? Figures. Geiger! That could have gone better.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Okay, that was way better. I just made the ending there.
You idiot! I'll kill you for that!
I like that, I think.
Not today.
Okay, that paid off. That was a good payoff. I was like, really happy for that, but he did struggle there, which I like. I like the struggle. It's been a minute since we've seen Blizzard at work.
Mercy.
I'll give you the same mercy you showed my family 13 years ago.
Oh.
Get out of my city.
Junker Queen!
Robots just go. How did they get kicked out? Please tell me how they get kicked out.
But now they're probably wondering what sort of changes I'll make around here. Well, buckler, they're about to find out.
This is the legend of the Junker Queen!
Let's go. I was ready for having
Watch your
this.
back, see the hurt machine! What the world's been 17!
Nice.
You better down with kerosene!
Where is she at? I think she's in Mexico. What is she doing there? Oh, this is treasure.
Well, that about wraps things up for today here at Blizzard. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, and make sure to follow Play Overwatch on social for all the latest news and announcements about Overwatch 2. And I can't wait to see you all in game.
They're not going to announce me here. The beta, they already said, they kind of announced it, but they didn't make a big deal of it. 20 seconds.
Mine's Tracer. She's
like, Chizna,
the cavalry's here. You're one of those heroes, aren't you?
Before me, I see the future. Human. Machine.
I liked it. It was good. I won't give it a 7. An 8. An 8 out of 10.
Even the best
I didn't hit some
end.
emotions, and I found
But
it
a
a
new
little too
one
funky.
is right around the corner.
Like, I liked it. Don't get me wrong, but these other cinematics, but kind of fire. I think it felt connected to her, you know?
Let's take him to the wasteland.
I also kind of didn't like how kid-friendly it was. Like, it paid off that she was, like, kind of or like, just that she killed the other guys. But I don't know, I just killed the big kill in the wasteland.
Nice work, team. Keep it moving.
So it felt a little kid-friendly, but... There's played this 3 times already.
Check me out.
At the beginning, in the middle section, and in the end. Don't get me wrong, you could get monster, but...
Get in there.
It takes a team to tango.
I like that. How long was it? 40 minutes, an hour. Nice. Okay. Only after she drains October 22nd. They didn't announce though, like how to get the beta. If it's just gonna be an open beta, next beta 28th. Oh, I think I got it. I thought it was the 22nd. Yeah, exactly. Where's the beta sign up? Oh, they have a Play Overwatch TikTok now. That's nice. Okay, that was about it. Let's see him also. Well, nah, we'll watch that later. Cool. Well, that's it. That's all, folks. I liked it, and let's just go chatting. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was good. It was a good stream and everything. I just find it a little let down. Like we got a lot of information, which is just as much as I can ask for. That's like the biggest part, and that is like super high. But I do have to be sitting here wondering, like, we got like, oh shit, is my microphone off this whole time? No, it is. I would have died right here, right now. No, but I don't know. I didn't feel as like. I think it was just choreographed, or not choreographed, like shot very weirdly, so I couldn't get hyped up, and it wasn't like, it was all over the place. We went from PvP and then to development and then PvP, and it didn't feel like as a progression till we find like to the end. It felt more like ups, downs, ups, downs. Here, I'm trying to do something with my hand. Up, down, up. Okay, so technically. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know why I went like that. Anyway, it was like ups, downs, up, down. It wasn't just like up, which I thought it would be nicer to have. That it was, just for several reasons. Like, I don't know, and it was all over the place. I felt it was never like straightforward. It was just kind of up, down, big reveals, like things that they have aren't confirmed. We moved to the beginning, which I guess makes sense, but I don't know, I would have liked to see them. I don't know, I think the production was great, it was amazing. I just felt the interviews and the way they lined up their content to be revealed wasn't the most, the one I would have liked. But all of the information was good. I think the content and the information and everything that they showed was amazing, was good, was really good. The way it was presented, however, wasn't quite where I thought it would be. Ow, my hand. Looking at my hand, it looks normal, but it kind of hurts. I can't move it, man. It's kind of annoying, but I can't, like, oh wait, it's working now. Oh. Huh. Guess it works now. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Other than that, I think that's it. I think we're just going to cut it here, because I don't have Overwatch 2. I don't feel like playing Overwatch right now. Well, I do. Should we play, like, let's play a closing game, just why not? So, well, nah, I'm probably going to change the title and just play some Minecraft. So, I think we're just going to do that. So, give me just a moment. I'm pretty sure I can retitle. Quality is good, no frames dropped, CPU, title, how do I change the title? Yeah, so that was my reaction pretty much, to that. I wish I would have filmed, I forgot to film, record actually, because that would have been good. Anyway, now we're just going to cut the stream, that's going to be my reaction pretty much. I thought it was good. And we're just gonna play some Minecraft in just a second. So see you. I was hoping to change the title. I'm just really bad at this. Hold on. Let me try something before I. Oh, there it is. Overwatch New 2, and then we're just gonna go back to look our MC raid. MC Monday, well not MC today, MC, yeah, just MC PBS, no, Realms with the boys, with the boys missing. Sad face. Yeah, I think they're busy. Alright, nice. And let's see. I'm probably gonna cut the video or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, there we go. And we just go back to Minecraft. Nice. Well, nice. Let me play some Overwatch. This is my hand. They will hurt. Oh. Don't really feel like so. Okay, we're in the middle of a raid, by the way. Yeah, pretty much. Witches, man. Witches are number one priority here. Do we get it? Come out of that. Un momento. Un momento.